Welcome to Market Talk. I'm Spencer Whealton, a real estate agent with Liz Moore & Associates, specializing in Williamsburg and on the Peninsula. Today, I'm going to talk about what's happening in my local market as of the end of the third quarter. This past year has been characterized by some very confusing signals. Multiple offers remain strong in some segments of the market, while other pockets are experiencing a definite slowdown. So, let's dig in and examine some of the underlying benchmarks and clarify exactly what is happening. Interest rates. Everyone's hot button issue. Mortgage interest rates have remained stubbornly high, longer than we anticipated earlier in the year. Depending on the loan type and the number of points, rates are hovering anywhere between 6.5 and the low 7s. That's a huge jump over the 3s in early 2022. And this has definitely caused many buyers to hit the pause button on their home search. Most industry experts predict the rates will fall over the next 12 months, thankfully. The one consistent is inventory remains low. One of the unexpected consequences of interest rates remaining high is the negative impact that's having on the already low inventory of home sales. Nearly 71% of homeowners have rates on their existing homes lower than 4%, and as a result are determined to stay put rather than facing getting a new mortgage at a higher rate. However, there is a silver lining: equity. Equity is definitely the silver lining in today's real estate market. Because of extremely strong price appreciation during the pandemic, most homeowners have record high market values and accordingly significantly more equity than they did pre-pandemic. Nearly 70% of homeowners have at least 50% equity in their home, with over half of the 70% having no mortgage at all. Americans sitting on tremendous equity. 68.7% have paid off their mortgage or have at least 50% equity. This actually poses as a new opportunity for homeowners who are considering their move options, but are struggling with the idea of giving up their all-time low interest rates. Although their mortgage rates are low, other debt is carrying very high interest rates, in some cases nearing 20% for certain credit cards. And unfortunately, Americans are carrying a high amount of additional debt right now. Credit card debt is at its highest level ever, nearing $1 trillion. Student loans that have been on pause since 2020 are getting ready to kick back in next month, and many Americans relied on credit cards too much over the past few years. Sadly, half of American homeowners have less than $10,000 in savings, unless, of course, you don't count their equity. This creates an opportunity for homeowners to sell their home and unlock all of that equity. In addition to having a down payment and closing cost for a replacement home, they can pay off student loans and credit card debt and become debt-free, except for the mortgage, of course. So, although their new mortgage payment may be in the 7% range, their overall monthly payments may actually be lower because they are no longer carrying additional debt. That is made even sweeter when you consider that you can refinance the mortgage if the interest rates do indeed drop, which they are projected to do once the Feds get the inflation under control. In other words, just because you currently have a low interest rate, you shouldn't necessarily put your move on hold. Every situation is different, and I would be happy to help you assess what makes the most sense for you and your situation. As always, want to know more? Let's chat.